Hello everyone, welcome back to the Going Zero Waste YouTube channel. I'm Catherine Kellogg, and today we're going to be talking about periods. It's raining outside and I'm cramping, so what better day than to talk about menstruating? And if you could please give this video a thumbs up, it really helps my videos with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you caught my last video, you can see my boxes are all packed up and are ready to go and get those shipped off, so be sure to check that out if you haven't watched it yet. My personal favorite thing to wear are Thinx period panties. I am a Thinx leader, which means that I'm like a certified fan and I have a discount code, so if you choose to use it, it's $10 off. I do make a slight commission, so I just wanted to disclose our relationship up front. I worked with them on sponsored post in 2018, but I bought my Thinx in 2015 and have been a fangirl for much longer than that, and was so excited when they reached out to work with me. So now that that's disclosed, let's go forward. I want to run down like a rapid fire Q&A, and the first question I often get about Thinx is, do they work? I decided to put them to the test. I tried to pour 3/4 of a cup, which is 5 times more liquid than they're supposed to hold, to see how they held up. And y'all, I'm shocked. Look at that. Look at that. It held almost all of it. Yes, I think they work incredibly well. I love them. Next question is, do Thinx smell? Now, I was more of a pad user before switching to Thinx. I've never really liked using tampons that much, so I don't really notice any difference between my Thinx and wearing a pad. And as long as you're changing your Thinx regularly every 24 hours like you would a normal pair of underwear, I don't think you're really going to have an issue. And Thinx hold urine. Blood has more viscosity than urine, so Thinx aren't really designed to hold that level of liquid, but they do have a sister brand called Speaks, and Speaks are designed for urine or incontinence, and you can also wear Speaks for blood. So Speaks hold blood and urine. Thinx only hold blood, and Speaks are actually some of the comfiest pairs I own, and I actually love wearing my Speaks. I did a whole video called I Tried Every Type of Thinx period panties, so you don't have to, and walked you through like what each of them does, how I think they fit, and how well I think they work. And after that video, Speaks kind of came out, and I love Speaks, so I would definitely add Speaks to my top favorite. Can you put Thinx in the dryer? No, I don't recommend you wash them on hot, and I don't recommend you put them in the dryer. It's going to shorten their lifespan. I've had my Thinx for more than 5 years and I'm still wearing them because I take really good care of them. How many pairs do you need? Well, that honestly really depends on your cycle. I had 7 pairs to start with and found that was pretty good, and sometimes I had to wash them halfway through because I have really long periods, unfortunately. Sometimes up to 10 days. And it's not fun. I mean, I will say I do struggle with the hormonal imbalance, so I spot a lot. My periods are very inconsistent, and my periods also fluctuate greatly in length. The shortest period I probably ever had, though, is 5 days, and the longest one spanning up to 16 days. So my situation is a little different than a lot of other people's. When it comes to traveling, I will say my favorite pair of Thinx to wear are the Thinx Air. I kind of want to buy a few more of these because they're also the thinnest and the stretchiest, which means they're the most comfortable when you're cramping. I love them so much, and they dry so quickly. So when I am traveling, the way I personally handle my Thinx is I wear the pair for 24 hours, I rinse them, I hang them to dry, and then I bring a stasher bag along with me. You could use any type of bag, and if the Thinx are not dry by the time I am going to leave, I just put them in the stasher bag so that way their dampness doesn't affect any of my other clothes, and then I re-rinse them when I get home, hang them to dry, and then I put them in the hamper. And I just want to talk about a few of the other things I do to support myself during my period. Track my cycle. I do it on my phone and on my watch, so I can kind of understand maybe where I am in my cycle. I've worked really hard to balance my hormones through natural methods, such as ensuring that I'm taking my B complex and my B12, eating a plant-based diet. These things are absolutely crucial for me to do. I haven't started seed cycling per se, but I do put seeds on almost everything I eat, and I'll link to some more information about seed cycling down below. Like I said, I don't cycle my seeds. I just think that eating more seeds, especially since I eat a plant-based diet, has been really beneficial. And then of course, like all the normal stuff, drinking plenty of water, exercising, getting good night's sleep, and eating well. All of those things have really helped to balance my hormones. I don't want to get too much into this because I am not a health professional, and my goal is not to tell you what to do, but I have personally seen nutritionists and talked to my doctor, and making sure that that I am living a lifestyle that benefits my body, especially since I've had so much pain and so many issues with this, just the whole thing. If you are interested in learning more about my own personal health journey, I'm really not sure the best method of like delivering that information, because like I said, I don't want to be a snake oil salesman and like tell you how to fix yourself, because that is just so not my MO. But I can recommend the book, highly recommend the book Estrogenreation, which talks a lot about plastics and endocrine disruptors and synthetic estrogens in our environments and how that relates to human health and also the health of the planet. I think that book is really fascinating and a very good read if this is something you want to learn more about. Let's go through the routine together. Thinks, no matter the color, are lined with black, so that way you don't have to worry about staining.
So I like to plug the sink and put a little bit of water in the base of it. I run the Thinx through and continue to rinse them until all of the water runs clear. Since I've been reusing the water in the base of the sink, I rinse them a final time to make sure everything is clean. Then I just hang them to dry on a towel bar or in the shower.
Then once they're dry, all I do is throw them in my hamper and wash them with a regular load of clothes. It's pretty simple. I will say that you do get a little bit more comfortable and a little more up close and personal with your body. But I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Please give this video a thumbs up. Nala really wants you to do that, and press that big red subscribe button to be notified when new videos come out, and I'll see you next week with a new video. Also, I love to snuggle Nala. She always makes me feel better. Isn't that right?